The next day, Batiatus held a funeral for his father. He was deeply saddened, and many people came to mourn. The arrival of the administrative officer provided some comfort to Batiatus. Shortly after, Vettius also arrived and informed Batiatus that Titus had promised to sell Gannicus to him. He came to urge Batiatus to complete the transaction. Vettius demanded that Batiatus complete the transaction early the next morning.
The Titan.
Batiatus was furious, but Solonius and Lucretia restrained him. Vettius threatened Batiatus that if he didn't sell Gannicus, he would never have the chance to join the new arena. After the funeral, Batiatus brought out the contract between Titus and Tullus and revealed its contents to Gannicus. Batiatus was torn because he did not want to sell Gannicus, but in order to participate in the new arena competition, he had to do this. Gannicus then proposed that Batiatus sell him to Tullus. He wanted to get close to Tullus and then kill him. However, Batiatus refused Gannicus' request. He said the plan had loopholes and was not feasible. He claimed to have a more perfect plan and wanted Gannicus to stay and help him complete the mission. At this time, Solonius was still at Batiatus's house, and Batiatus informed him of his plan. He informed Tullus of Batiatus' plan and said that they were going to put Tullus to death. Tullus was furious and believed Solonius's words. He immediately gathered his men and went to the meeting place. Sure enough, Batiatus was there, but he was not alone. There were Gannicus and other gladiators beside him. These gladiators were carefully selected by Batiatus, and this was part of his plan with Solonius. Tullus realized that he had been deceived. All of Tullius's followers were killed, and he himself was captured. Tullus was brought to the newly built arena, and Batiatus decided to kill him there.
Now, let us come to terms. I will see your house take prominence in all upcoming games. More. Speak desire and see it attended.
I desire to see you suffer as I have suffered at your fucking hands.
I should have had your life at the beginning of this. The mistake is mine, having stayed hand in respect of your father.
Respect. Pay it to the remains of the man himself.
Tell him! Tell him! Why should I strike against your father? He was an honorable Roman. A man who knew his place.
Then they buried Tullus in the wall.
This arena was your life. Add to its foundations.
Enemaus and Gannicus were unaware that Melita's death was not caused by Tullus. The opening ceremony of the new arena was held as scheduled. The administrative officer and a group of Roman dignitaries came. This time Batiatus sat on the VIP table like them. Solonius and Vettius also arrived. Vettius explained to everyone that Tullus had left to deal with business matters and entrusted him to bid farewell on his behalf. Tullus would not return to Capua for a short period of time, and Batiatus needed to hurry to join him. They no longer intended to run the gladiator training grounds, and all of this was part of Batiatus's plan. Because only Vettius's words would be believed by the administrative officer, no one would go looking for Tullus, and over time, he would be forgotten. Vettius did this because he was threatened by Solonius. Without Tullius's support, he lacked leadership abilities and had to comply with Solonius's demands. Before leaving, Vettius publicly announced that he would hand over all the gladiators from the training ground to Solonius and then left. Now, Solonius has become the largest operator of the Capua training ground. Batiatus privately asked Solonius what was going on, and Solonius confessed that he had had enough of Batiatus's way of handling things. Batiatus's impulsive actions often caused trouble for him. Batiatus never treated him like a brother, and now he wants to completely break ties with him. From that moment on, Batiatus and Solonius became mortal enemies. The opening ceremony was a large-scale duel. The participants were gladiators from Batiatus and Solonius's households, which was essentially a clash between two families. The competition was very exciting, lasting from day to night. It was an elimination system, with the first round being one-on-one battles.
Everything we have dreamed of, suffered, and died for, the worth of it all turns upon this single moment. You face the house of Solonius and his ill-gotten men. You stand outnumbered, but not outmatched. Only one man will claim victory this day and earn the title the champion of Capua. And by the gods, that man will be from the king house of Batiatus!
Gladiators who defeated their opponents in the first round would advance to the team matches, where a group of fighters would battle. The two best gladiators from the team matches would then enter the final as the strongest gladiators. The winner of the final will be the champion of Capua.
And it is fire that shall bind them in final contest.
Crixus really wanted a fair duel with Gannicus. He knew that last time he became the champion because Gannicus voluntarily gave up. This time, he wanted a fair fight to see who was the true champion of the arena. The participants who made it to the team matches were Gannicus, Crixus, Ashur, and Dagon. With a command from the administrative officer, the gladiators of Solonius and Batiatus began their fight to the death. The scene was extremely intense. Ashur was always worried that Dagon would seek revenge. During the match, he took advantage of Dagon's blind spot and successfully ambushed him. Dagon ultimately died by his hand, which frustrated Batiatus. As time passed, there were only a few gladiators left on both sides. Gannicus fought against the opposing gladiators. Ashur tried to convince Crixus to join him in ambushing Gannicus. When Crixus saw that Ashur intended to attack Gannicus, he stabbed him in the leg. Crixus only wanted a true duel with Gannicus. Now, there were only 3 gladiators left in the arena. Crixus and Gannicus teamed up to fight against the opposing gladiators. The opponent was quite strong. Even Gannicus and Crixus couldn't defeat him even though they teamed up. Gannicus was kicked to the ground and Crixus was injured. Fortunately, Gannicus pushed Crixus out of the ring of fire and saved his life. The opposing gladiators seemed to have endless strength. Finally, Gannicus was defeated by him. Gannicus felt guilty towards Oenomaus, especially for indirectly causing the death of Melita. Oenomaus considered Gannicus his best brother, and seeing Oenomaus' determined gaze gave Batiatus strength. In the end, Gannicus won. Meanwhile, Solonius told the administrative officer that today was a special day. With the completion of the new arena, they should consider granting freedom to Gannicus. Batiatus quickly opposed and questioned the reason behind this suggestion. Solonius explained that Gannicus was the first champion in the new arena, and it would give meaning to have the first champion. The administrative officer thought it was a great suggestion and decided to have Batiatus train a new gladiator. Without giving Batiatus a chance to speak, the administrative officer made the decision directly. Batiatus had no choice but to agree. Finally, the administrative officer announced the result at the VIP table.
Gannicus has proven himself to the city of Capua. Let him be rewarded with freedom.
both always fretting about what tomorrow may bring. We are slaves, burden of choice and conscience equally removed. We are truly free when we fight, or when we fuck, which I shall leave to do presently.
It is not the brand that concerns me. It's becoming champion.
There is only one way to become champion. Never fucking lose. Gods have heard you. They present opportunity to become champion.